Hello, League City, Texas. We're going to pop on here real quick and talk about what these current market trends mean for you, and then kind of what they mean for buyers versus sellers. So anyways, right now, prices are dropping. Okay, not a ton, but prices are dropping, and I will show you where that comes into effect for us. But real quick, League City, Texas, talking about months of inventory. So as you can see here, 3.1 months of inventory. This scale is a little bit skewed for us, okay? When it comes to Texas, a balanced market is right here at 3, okay? 3 months of inventory would be considered a balanced market. Anything, less would be a seller's market. Anything more, buyer's market. So if it's a 4 to 5 months of inventory, you're looking at a buyer's market here in our area. And then nationally, if you were to look at those numbers, a 6 would be considered a balanced market. So anything over 6 would be a buyer's market. Anything under 6 would be considered a seller's market. So homes sell a little bit faster here, typically in Texas. And so we go off of a little bit of a different scale, and it's 3 is the balanced market. So here, 3.11, it means that we're in a balanced market with a little bit of favor to buyers. List to sold price, 97.8%. That means that homes that are listed are selling for 97.8% of that list price on average. And on average, it's taking 24 days for that to happen. And in League City, the average sold price is at 4,025. Okay, so looking at numbers real quick. If you see this data here, this is all. Okay, so we're going all the way back to July of 2008 with these numbers, all right? Over the last 3 numbers, I want you to kind of see, or 3 years, I want you to see the numbers here. In 2021, December of 2021 is what, on this particular graph, is the low point, right? And then over the course of the last couple of years, we've kind of reached a peak right here in May of 2023, so last spring, the previous spring. And then our most recent spring, as you can see, was the end of that peak, and it dipped going into the summer. So seasonally, that's a big difference, because seasonally, typically inventory starts to go down in the summertime because people list their homes in the spring, move in the summer to get ready for next year's school year, and then usually it cools off again in September. As you can see, this year that wasn't the case, so prices dropped, which means that the market wasn't great, right? People were having to sell their home for less, and so right here is where you're feeling that. That's why most people are complaining that their house isn't selling for as much as what they listed it for. That's why it's important to have a savvy real estate agent to have their finger on the pulse of the market. As you can see, it's slowly starting to creep back up towards that peak. But for right now, we're down in price, average price of homes sold. New listings, 197 of them over the last month, $172 per square foot. You're going to see that this is going to be a trend here in League City. 170 is right at where most homes are listed in this 77573 zip code. And then you're looking at the average living space or square footage is 2,500 square feet. So basically 24 to 2,600 is what you're going to see as the average size home in League City. Active listings, these are ones that have sat a little bit longer, but they're still currently active. So there's 343 of those. These ones are averaging 43 days on market. You're going to see that trend continue as the next few months come up, because these are the homes that will be going under contract, and so the numbers are going to be a little bit different from what you're seeing right now at 24 days in other categories. So 170 again, price per square foot, and again 2,600 square feet, average size of those homes. Looking at new pendings, so these ones have recently gone under contract, are probably in option period right now, so they may or may not close still. 141 of these, 24 days before they went under contract, and then they're priced at around 171 a square foot, which is right along the average. 2,486 here, square footage for that living space, right in line with what is the average here in Lake City. Pendings, these are ones that have been here for a little bit longer. These ones probably waiting on appraisals, close to getting clear to close, so these are more likely going to close. This date is a little bit different. You're going to see 14 days. These ones sold quickly and therefore also at a higher price per square foot going under contract. And then the size of the house still right along with the average for League City. What you see here, likely because the price per square foot's a little bit higher, and the fact that these houses went under contract faster, probably a little bit more well-staged, desirable homes, likely with a pool if it's a higher price per square foot. So that's why these ones are, the data is a little bit different on these. Sold listings, sold 114, sold in the last month, 97.8%. So it's a little bit closer to the sold to list price. And then 24 days on here, and then again 167, which is pretty close to that 170 average. Okay, looking at neighborhoods individually, we're going to start with Marbella. Pull up Marbella here real quick. See if that pulls up. Okay, good. Marbella, slightly higher inventory. Again, under, this is 3 is a balanced, under 3 sellers market, over 3 buyers market. So this is a buyer's market. 96.6 sold to list, or list to sold. 13 days in RPR. That's average days on market. And then the median sold price 410. Again, this data goes right along with the League City data. New listings, 12 of them, right at 170. And then also right in line with the average size of the home in League City, Texas. So this is all checking out the same. 16 properties as active listings. These are now a little bit higher. So you're looking at 2,400 square feet to now these houses are a little bit larger that are active. 167 price per square foot. And then the average days on market for these is 22. New pendings, so these ones have recently gone under contract, 7 of them, right at 170, right at the average of League City when it comes to size of the house. Pending listings, these ones are the ones that sat a little bit longer, 6 of these, 170 again, slightly larger price, or slightly larger square footage. And then the sold listings, 3 of them sold last month, 96.6 almost percent. List to sale, average day on market 13. These ones again 166, a little bit less price per square foot, which means that these houses were listed below the average of the market, which is probably why they sold compared to the other ones. So if you're in Marbella right now, good chance that in order to sell your house, you're going to probably have to do a price improvement and get a little bit closer to this number here in order to get your house under contract. So that's what that means. All right, let's look at Hidden Lakes now. Oh, it doesn't like me when I do that. Let's do this. Hidden Lakes. There we go. Here we go. A little bit larger months of inventory here, so more of a buyer's market. Now, difference sold to list, list to sold price 99.2. That means that these houses here are much closer to their list price. 9 days on market means they're going quicker, and then the median sold price is significantly higher than the average for League City, which was like right around 400. So these houses are a little bit on the higher end. Again, here's your peak in your sales price over the last couple of years, and it was in August of 2023. And then this has held value a little bit better than what the homes in Marbella have, but you did still see a dip here in what that price for sold homes here in Hidden Lakes. So there is a dip and it is creeping back up. It just hasn't been as affected as what the rest of the homes in League City are. New listings, there's 10, 183 price per square foot. It's a little bit higher here because remember 170 is the average. Slightly larger here on the size of those homes. Okay. Active, 14 are currently active. They've been sitting on the market for 37 days. Closer to the average of 170 price per square foot at 172. And then again, slightly on the larger side of the spectrum when it comes to houses in League City. New pending listings. So these ones that have recently gone under contract, again, lower on the price per square foot at 175, higher than the League City average, but lower for this neighborhood. 12 days on market, 6 of them and these are also a larger home. So you're talking about a significant increase in the size of the home, which is also why the list price is also higher here. Pendings, these ones are the ones that are closer to closing. 5 of those. Only 1 day on market for these ones, so they must have been hot, super hot. 179 price per square foot, so they went at a higher price per square foot, so probably more desirable in the staging. And then here is 4,000, almost 4,100 square feet, larger home when compared to the average League City. 695 is that average sales price on those. Sold, so 6 of them sold in October of 2024. Very close to their sales price in a shorter period of time, right at the League City average at 171. So this is all this data plays, right? Like it all makes sense. It's all sticking together. There's no major changes in the numbers, so there's nothing really to be super concerned about because it's playing right along with the average. We're going to take a look at Victory Lakes. All right, these numbers, there's a little bit less. There's only 2 months of inventory, so you're in a seller's market here in Victory Lakes. Change in estimated property value right along with the rest of League City with the 0.1% drop in the last 12 months. Not huge, but it is a drop. 4 currently new listings. They're listed at 151 per square foot, which is below League City average. As you can see, higher square footage, so 3581 is a larger home in League City. It's well above the average. And then as you can see, the list price also up there as well. So even though 151 compared to 170 price per square foot, larger home, larger median sales price. So active listings 4 currently active at 141 a square foot. So these are priced to sell. Average days on market 48. So it is staying on the market longer. Again, larger homes, again, larger price point. Still very much within range of typical League City numbers. These are the new pending listings. So these ones have recently gone under contract. So 3 of them, 6 days on market, 161 price per square foot, which is higher than the neighborhood average. However, still less than the League City average at a close to League City average size home. So slightly priced below League City average when you're talking about this. And houses that have gone under contract recently. 3 properties that are pending. So these ones, again, closer to closing. 161 price per square foot, 2909. It's probably the exact same 3 houses that went under contract here. They've been pending for a while. So those numbers are the same. And only 1 home has sold in October. And we don't have the data on that, what that price point was. So that's going to be kind of some disappointing data just in the fact that we don't have those numbers. But there you go, guys. That's a quick rundown of what's going on in most of East League City. So League City, Texas, with neighborhoods that are in East League City. Those are the changes. Those are the numbers. If you'd like to see your neighborhood featured, please reach out, let us know. And we will put together a market report specifically for you. Have a great day.